Morning. Good morning, Ralphie. It's just a little past 9. And Ralphie's just waking up. I'm gonna let him out here in just a moment. Still have to open blinds. Marla and Amanda might be sleeping still. I know Oliver's working downstairs right now. And I thought I would do like a cooking vlog this time. Oh, he loves to be petted, especially in the morning. He just loves to come and get some cuddles. Wanna come up here? Wanna come up? Up, up. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Yes. So what I like to do during this time, especially with quarantine, to avoid going to the store. Good morning. Less is that, so in order to go to the store less, I like to use up like leftovers and whatever's in our refrigerator. So I'll go like a day or two where I just say, okay guys, let's do breakfast for dinner. Let's use up, you know, the leftovers. Let's use up what's in the refrigerator. A couple times a week I do cook. So today's one of those days. And what I like to do is the night before, in case I have to take anything out of the freezer, is that I decide what I'm gonna make. For today, I'm going to do like a taco soup with homemade cornbread and some rice. And then Oliver, who doesn't traditionally like to eat meat, I'm going to make some out of a can vegetable soup that he likes, and he can eat that with the rice. So that's what today's menu is, and hopefully you guys enjoy the process of watching me cook some really simple foods too. So hopefully you guys can make them also. Okay, I'm gonna get out all my ingredients and I'm gonna show you guys, but something else I'm about to pop these in the oven is these cinnamon rolls. Let me take this off first. Doing that one-handed there. Those look so good. I've talked about these cinnamon rolls before, but I did save it to my Instagram stories on 7 Henry's if you want to check that out. I think it's called Easy Cinnamon Rolls. And I learned it from a girl named Carly Stiles. I mentioned that already, I think in the last video or two. They're really good. They're really simple if you're looking for something quick. I do enjoy making homemade cinnamon rolls, but when you're not in the mood to put in all that work, these are probably the next best thing for sure. I'm learning how to make sourdough bread, and so I started a sourdough starter on Sunday, Easter. It's been a little bit, but it's a process. I heard it takes like 5 to 10 days, and I've learned that it takes about 5 to 10 days. So I am currently working on that as well. So I'm going to feed it, because you're supposed to feed your sourdough starter daily. In fact, I feed mine in the morning and at night, but I've seen so many different videos where people just feed it once a day or they feed it twice a day. So I've opted with the feed it twice a day. So here's what mine looks like right now. I'm about to pour some out into a bowl, and I do use mine. It looks really good because of all the bubbles. That's a good indicator. And so I'm going to take some out and add some to it. This video is not going to be about making a sourdough starter, so I do recommend that you guys just look up on YouTube if you're interested in making one. There's so many good videos out there on how to make a sourdough starter. Okay, I'm gonna start making my rice. I just use a rice cooker, and I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna do 2 cups because we'll eat the rice over the next couple of days. So I was just now going through my refrigerator, finding some onion, and I realized I have a lot of onion right now. So I definitely want to use these up before I cut into a new one. And then I found that I have some zucchini. So in addition to lunch today, I'm going to cook up some onion and zucchini, especially for my husband. He'll enjoy that to go along with his soup and rice. And with the starter here, I'm about to throw out half of this. And instead of throwing it out, I'm actually going to use it. I'm going to make some fry bread with some green onion, and I have this leftover scallion. Scratch everything from my husband's lunch. He just informed me that his work's buying him lunch today, so, but I probably am still gonna use and saute these vegetables. Oh, you know what though? I'll make this for tomorrow then. Yeah. I'll make it for tomorrow, that's what I'll do. So I'm gonna take this, half of this is gonna go into a pan with some oil, some hot oil, and then I'm gonna put the scallions and the green onion right on top.
I'm walking around feeling free, thinking about what's happened to me from July up till now. Don't know where, don't know how. Lately Lately I've come to realize that I can't see it in your eyes, so it's true. I'm so glad you feel it too. Nothing to hide, falling in love.
Okay, this is pretty much done. I'm just gonna flip it over, keep it on that side for a moment. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna make up some balsamic vinegar olive oil mix. That fry bread looks so good and it tastes really good. And then let it cool for a moment, and then I'm gonna dip it with that. Those cinnamon rolls came out of the oven and they do come with already frosting, so how easy is that? So I'm gonna frost the cinnamon rolls and then continue with making the taco soup.
Yeah, really? I think I'm gaining weight today. Oh my goodness.
Just a little. Okay, it's not perfection, that's for sure, but it will taste.
Here, it tastes magical.
And then look over there.
I love being home with you. You know that.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Do you want to get the pizza cutter and like cut it in fours? In the meanwhile, continue frosting my little hot cinnamon roll mess. You know, it just goes to show life is not perfect, you guys. I should have thought out, like not thought out, it wasn't frozen. Well, it was, but had it in my refrigerator, the frosting, and should have had it out on my counter sooner. Amanda's over there doing homework. Okay, he just cut that into way more than 4 pieces, which, hey, I'm okay with that. That tells me you want to share. And then I added too much olive oil to that, but it'll still be good unless you want to add more balsamic vinegar to it. Okay. So he's about to try it. He's actually had this already a couple times, but
so good.
Enjoy it, babe. Something about this recipe, I found it online. You can add whatever seasonings you like. I'm actually waiting for one called Zatan. I think it's called Zatan. I ordered it in the mail. It's a Lebanese seasoning, but that's what the guy used that I watched. I will link down below who I followed this recipe, so that if you want to follow it exactly from the creator of it, I'm just copying his recipe, but I'm making it my own in terms of like I didn't add the same seasonings he did. I'm going to, it's gonna be in the mail, so.
I don't like being tall.
I need to wear heels or something.
Breakfast at my house this morning. Cinnamon rolls.
Oh, good.
Okay, I'm following a Pinterest recipe for the taco soup. I can put that link in the description. It calls for ground beef, onion, corn, black beans, tomatoes, tomato sauce, ranch powder, and taco seasoning. This is just what I happen to have on hand. I'm sure it doesn't matter what brand you use. And then it calls for 3 to 4 cups of water. I happen to have some jalapeno in my refrigerator I want to use up, so I might dice that up and add that when I'm cooking the onions up. This recipe does not call for a little olive oil, but I'm just going to add just a little bit when sauteing the ground beef and onions. So I'm just going to stir this and let it cook for a while until all the meat is browned. Okay, so while that like simmers and cooks, I think it's like for about a half hour, I'm gonna start on the cornbread and I'm preheating my oven to 400 degrees. I'm following a recipe I found on Instagram. It just calls for these 2 Jiffy boxes, 2 eggs, 1 cup of sour cream. I almost forgot. 1 cube of melted butter. That's the recipe I'm following. If you guys want to write it down, it's super easy. I've never had this recipe, but it just sounded really good. And so I'm like, oh, I've got all the ingredients. I'm going to make it up. I don't have a 9 by 9 though. I have a 9 by 13, so that's going to have to do. Taking a little quick break. Amanda is too. Oh my goodness. Ralphie, you are a little relaxed, aren't you? He's so cute. Amanda's been trying to learn how to play guitar. She's been practicing on her break. She's got her computer set up here for online school. Oh.
He's so sweet.
Yes, you are. Where's your head? Where? Oh, okay, there's his head.
Did you really not see?
I didn't. I thought it was like hanging over the ottoman.
Oh.
He's just a giant fur ball. He is so cute. Oh. So while that's baking, this continues to cook, the taco soup. And I went ahead and I'm gonna try checking on my cornbread since it was a larger pan and it's thinner, that it might not need the full 25 minutes, so I did 22 minutes. So while that's baking, I'm just gonna continue to stir the taco soup. It's looking really good. So I am gonna cover that with that lid here in just a moment. In the meanwhile, checking on my rice, looks really good. It's kind of a perfect day for this because it's been raining on and off, a little colder than it was yesterday. And just a good day to have soup and cornbread. Gonna be ready pretty much for lunchtime around here. We'll call this dinner today. Okay, a good tip while your food is cooking and you have some downtime and you're waiting for the next step, we are cleaning the kitchen. Okay guys, look what just came in the mail. The day that I made that bread, but it came a little late, but I'll make it again. It's instead of za'atar, I think I called it, it's Lebanese za'atar. But yeah, I got that on Amazon. So next time I do a sourdough starter fry bread, I'm going to add that. I'm so excited it came. Everything's coming in the mail. It's like a bread bowl for my sourdough bread I'm gonna make. It's like a mold. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. I just did a little unboxing talking to my son who's in South Carolina. Say hi, Sam. Hola. Wave the hand so they see you. There he is. Yeah, Amazon will tell you like some date far away, but then it ends up coming a few days sooner, which I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about that. Okay, I just pulled out the cornbread out of the oven, you guys, and I did end up cooking it for the full 25 minutes, and it looks really good. Okay, guys, I'm ready to plate up this delicious taco soup. And I'm gonna serve it with a piece of cornbread. Let me cut that up.
Say hi to Sam. Aww, they need to send him home. It is a winter wonderland. Alexa, play Christmas music by Frank Sinatra. Nathan, we should play Christmas music, and he's like, that's a sign of cannibalism. That's literally what he said.
Like the Lord's music.
Well, he's like, it's a sign of cannibalism if you play it outside of Christmas. Yeah.
Oh, I need this. Okay, now I did not cut these even, but now I'm going to plate up the cornbread. I have not made this before. It's my first time. Okay, it's a little crumbly, but that's okay. Oh, I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good. That one looks better. Look at that one.
It's so hot. I can't even touch it.
It's too hot right now. What do you think?
Tastes like cake.
Tastes like cake? Okay, Evelyn's gonna be the first to try my food. Hope you like it. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Is it too hot to say?
Really good.
Okay, good. Hope you guys enjoyed this little quick cooking vlog, and you know we'll be back, so subscribe and come back for more. We'll see ya.